Gaijin recommend number 2, spring 2021. What do we got?
We got SSSS.DYNAZENON or SSSS.DYNAZENON
Or Quad S.
whatever you want to call it. So
Or Fours.
this is a spin-off,
Fours S.
sequel, whatever to Gridman from a couple years ago, which is part of a shared universe with a tokusatsu show from the freaking early to mid 90s that was live action. Gridman. That was done by Subaraya, and this is also done by Subaraya and Trigger, which also did
Gridman.
Yeah. So DYNAZENON, what do you like about old DYNAZENON?
I love the crap out of Gridman, so I was pretty stoked that they were going to do more.
Yeah, so I've only seen the first 3-4 episodes of Gridman. I got to get back and watch the rest of it now because I really like DYNAZENON.
I watched the whole thing. I watched all of Gridman anyway. And this is pretty much it's template, same exact thing. It's got those dank teenage angst feels, which was basically the whole last one.
You could feel the fooly cooly running through its veins.
It was written really well though. Like I liked the crap out of it, and I never thought I'd see more of it. I didn't even know that they had any kind of spin-off for the Tokusatsu one. Like I knew where it came from, but I didn't really look into it.
So if you haven't watched it yet, the basic idea is it's very Tokusatsu, right? Very Sentai. This high school kids, they're living their lives, a little bit of high school drama, some local weirdos. Some stuff starts floating around. There's like an office building floating around at one point. That can't be good.
Yeah, you
gotta
get that checked out, man.
Kaiju pops out of nowhere, and it looks very very Super Sentai, very Power Rangers.
Essentially the same thing that happened in Gridman.
As you would expect. And the main character, Yumogi, the high school kid, he's run into Gama, he's clearly some type of super robot pilot or something with his ridiculous outfit.
He's clearly a Trigger character.
He's clearly a Trigger character. And he's some sort of kaiju master or kaiju controller. What the heck his name was?
He alleges he can control them.
Yeah, which he fails miserably at. But then he has this strange artifact, which instead summons a giant robot, which can split into parts and transform into a giant dinosaur monster.
No matter how well it's animated, it always looks like cardboard to me.
Yeah, and I mean, I like this a lot. Not spoilers. I like this a lot. My only complaint, it's not really a complaint, is I miss when they actually animated Mecha and didn't just CG everything.
Oh yeah, it's super CG.
Because it's CG, and the CG it's good for CG.
I wasn't really crapping on the CG as much that it just those Tokusatsu mechs are just so brick ass blocky.
Yes, you may not be crapping on the CG, but I am a little bit.
It deserves it.
But yeah, it's got very blocky, again, Power Ranger style mech.
There's wheels sticking out of everything. Everything turns into some kind of dinosaur at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be a guy in a suit when it's in its regular robot form, in a giant cardboard box suit, fighting in the city. But yeah, I mean, it had just enough action. The teenage stuff didn't really get too stupid or in the way. It's got that mystery element going on that's always intriguing.
Yeah, like the last one, Gridman didn't really... You didn't get the full story till like almost the end, so
yeah, and I
it'll probably do the same thing.
If it did that, I'm assuming this will do something similar. They're definitely going that mystery plot.
It's got exactly the same feel as Gridman. So
I just Gama, like the super character archetype. It's always my favorite. And as long as they don't pull a freaking Nadesco and kill him off in the first 3 episodes, I think it'll be a fun ride.
Oh, what the hell was that guy's name? Guy Daigoji?
Daigoji.
Yes.
Yep, Guy Daigoji. Spoilers if you haven't seen his Desco, sorry. You've had 25 or 30 years, so...
If you haven't got around to it by now, it's your problem.
That's correct. So definitely recommend if you're into Sentai or if you're into mecha-style shows or kaiju, Godzilla.
Or just a
Trigger, if you like Trigger shows.
I mean,
it's good. If you're not into that kind of stuff, then, yeah, you probably shouldn't watch it. Definitely recommend.
If you like slice of life drama, this is not for you.
Yeah,
actually, no, probably
there's a little bit of it, but yeah, So we'll come back at the end of the season and see how it pans out.